Hi everyone, my name is Nathalie Jacob and this is Check It Out at the Westport Library. And I found so much cool stuff. Look at that. So the funniest thing. So this is Pastry School, 100 step-by-step recipes written by Le Cordon Bleu. So when pandemic started, I really wanted to learn how to cook or make really nice fancy desserts. I really don't know how to cook anything. But I really thought during all that time that we had free time, I could learn. And I actually went online and I bought this book. And it's been sitting in my kitchen since March. I opened it and it is so complicated. Like I thought it was gonna be easy and there's just like one dessert, takes like 4 pages. And I'm like, hell yeah. I didn't know that the Westport Library had a ton of cooking books. How many cooking books don't we buy? We open them, don't even do one recipe, and if so, maybe we do one and we put it back in the kitchen. I would have known, I would have come here and I would have checked this out instead of buying this humongous thing to take space in my kitchen. Oh, so let's see what we've got here. So, this book is called 8, Rediscovering Life by, it's by me! I am the author of this book, isn't that cool? It's actually a memoir. So I wrote this book 3 years ago, and I wrote this book for my daughter. So I have a really cute 4-year-old red-haired curly daughter. And I discovered in 2015 that I had a brain tumor. 2 weeks after I discovered that I had a brain tumor, I had to go into brain surgery. And after a very short 2-hour surgery, I wake up and I cannot read and I cannot write and I cannot add 2 plus 2. And I found this hilarious. I couldn't stop laughing because I'm an MBA graduate. I speak 3 languages and I had a big career in marketing. And I wake up and I can't add 1 plus 1. And I thought this was very, very funny. Once I discovered that it wasn't that funny, I had to go into a lot of therapy. And with therapy, I mean like speech and language therapy. And I had to learn how to read and write again. And I realized at that moment that my life was, of course, going to change a lot. And that's why I decided to write this book for my daughter so that she could learn a little bit about who mommy was before her brain surgery. It's been a really incredible journey since I published this book because I never expected this book to help others. It's really a book, it's not a book really about brain tumors at all. It's a book about resilience, and it's a book about how to reinvent yourself after life, gets you by surprise, and how to find new happiness, and how to, just be resilient and reinvent yourself in order to just, to find a new person, because life changes constantly, and throughout this pandemic, we're all having to do this, and we're all having to, learn how to be happy in this new reality. And this is basically the reason why I wrote this book. Okay, so those are the books that I used to enjoy in the past, until suddenly my taste changed. What to expect when you're expecting? This book is the Bible for mothers. So I found out I was pregnant. And like many new moms, I was super excited. And I actually had no idea about anything about babies. Nothing. Because all my family doesn't live here, and I didn't know anyone in the area because I had just moved into Connecticut when I found out I was pregnant. I had 0 friends, 0 pregnant friends, and all my family was abroad. And I had literally never carried a baby in my life. And I found out I was pregnant, and I was freaking out. So I went to the library, and I got what to expect when you're expecting. And then suddenly, time flew by. And then what to expect during the first year. And then I don't understand how. But then it's suddenly on the 2nd year. And just This is very important for moms. So when you read these books, you just go into maternity calm and thinking that you know it all until that first night after the hospital, that the baby didn't cry once in the hospital, and you get home and it doesn't stop crying. No? She or he doesn't stop crying. I forced my husband to read this too. So hey man, you don't get a pass. You also have to read these books. They are a must-have. On the night you were born. So this was the first time I actually did read an age-appropriate book to my baby. It is such a beautiful read. It's like I remember when I was in the rocking chair, holding my little Nicole, like still uncomfortable, still scary, but still right there. And like enjoying the beauty and the feeling of maternal love. Before I became a mom, I actually had no, I don't know, I thought I never had that mother instinct in me. And it's, you know, you hear all these parents talking about maternal and paternal instinct, like, yeah, yalla, 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 whatever. But it is so strong. And this book really makes me feel that feeling again, because it really, like, makes me travel to that time when it was 3 a.m. and nobody was sleeping, and I thought that reading a really pretty book to her would help her and me. And it's just, I don't know, it really, oh, she's grown so much. Beautiful book for anybody with a newborn. Did you guys know there's music in the Westport Library? So, my absolute all-time favorite composer is Beethoven. You all know who Beethoven is, but my favorite masterpiece is the Sonata 14 from him. It is such a strong piece. It really shows, you know, that obviously you all know that he had a lot of mental health issues. He had borderline personality disorders. He had, I mean, you can really feel his personality in that sonata, and it's actually mostly commonly known as Moonlight. It starts, I don't know if you all know the first air, which is a very soft one, and it goes to the second air, which like increases a little bit of the speed, but the third air, that is by far the most beautiful music you can possibly hear. It just, he's flying, he's like, you know, he's angry and it goes quick. And then you can really truly understand his personality and what he was going through that masterpiece. That masterpiece actually takes me to a very special moment in my past life. I had a fiance when I was 18 in France, and he passed away. And he was a pianist, you know, not a professional, obviously he was 18, but he was a pianist, and that was his favorite song. And you know how music really transports you to, it's amazing, the power of music. It just takes you to that time. And every time I hear that you know, the three airs, especially the last one, because he loved that one, I just close my eyes. And even though that was, you know, more than 20 years ago, and I just sit there, and I remember sitting in that sofa, looking at him playing, and on his white piano, and with his mom cooking behind. It just, the power of music, it's amazing. It just really transports you there, and it's a beautiful, happy memory, and it's so this song means a lot to me. All of this is available for free in the Westport Library, so come and check it out.